Howdy guys, and welcome back to CBBs. I'm preparing some empty hive boxes for 3 honeybee packages I ordered from Man Lake. 2 Southern Italians and 1 Saskatraz colony. Now there's some questions floating around online about, is it true that Italians eat a lot of their honey? Well, I've been keeping Italians for years. I've never thought of it that way, but yes, they do. However, don't confuse that behavior with the notion that you won't get a lot of honey from them, because you will. They consume more of their resources because they multiply faster, largely because the queen lays more eggs per day and needs a lot of energy and protein to keep her going. But as long as they have a consistent nectar flow, they do produce a lot more honey than they can eat. As long as the hive is strong, and as long as there's a good, strong flow of nectar coming in, the bees can produce 3 gallons in one box. But that being said, they do need a lot of sugar syrup and pollen to keep them going after the nectar flow is over, especially if you pulled some of their honey. So keep that in mind if you want Italian queens to keep on laying into October and early November. My choice for Saskatraz honeybees is largely experimental, as I haven't kept these honeybees before. However, I ordered 1 package of these bees just because, like their Italian cousins, they are said to have high honey production traits. However, that's not all they can do. What attracted me to them most was their supposed ability to solidly winter themselves. Whatever that means. I think that means that they have a much better ability to winter themselves in colder climates, maybe? I don't know. This was Man Lake's description. They bred these bees to possess an increased resistance to varroa mite and brood diseases. Okay. Now, that being said, I haven't had much success with bees that have been bred with mite-resistant traits. But Saskatraz? I haven't heard of that breed before. And since I'm starting a new bee yard from scratch, I'm willing to try them out for just the wintering aspect. And who knows, I've been looking them up online. A lot of people seem to be having success with corneolans in colder climates. So I've been thinking about getting them for a while, so maybe I might order some pretty soon. And then I'll just see what the difference is during the winter months between the varieties. If the Italians can actually benefit from having some corneolan and Saskatraz traits in them, who knows? So to prepare for the arrival of these packages, I'm sorting through some old frames from old beehives to ensure that they have a nice, healthy box to start with. Now, because these packages are artificial swarms, I'm giving each box 3 drawn-out combs just to start with, so the queen can immediately lay eggs, the bees can store resources right off the bat, and then the rest of the frames are empty frames. There's no foundation, there's no wax. Whatever they want to use those frames for, if they need the space, they can produce comb. So I just did 3 boxes like that, and now I'm going to put them in a place where they will get early morning and late afternoon sun. They're going to be right beside my flower garden, or whatever it is we are going to be growing in here. I'm placing a tarp down first just to keep the vegetation from growing around the hives. I learned that trick from a YouTuber a while back and thought that was a good idea. And I'm placing the center blocks so that I can work each hive without having to stand in front of the entrance. I'm also keeping the available space in this fenced area in mind as I place the blocks down so that I can easily expand the bee yard as the beehives grow in strength. Now, as I put the bottom boards on the cinder blocks, I'm facing them towards the south, where they will get full noon sun. Although I'm not sure that matters too much out in the open like this. I just know that's the way we did it when I was working for the commercial beekeeper. So that's the way I've always done it. Or sometimes in shadier places, I've positioned them towards the east instead, so that their entrance would be facing the rising morning sun and hopefully encourage the bees to come out earlier. And I'm done. Oh yeah, I haven't done much to my main garden area since my last update about it, except I did stretch some soaker hoses down the rows to check to see if I made the rows just the right length for them. And it looks like I did, but I still have a lot of work to do before I hook up water. So there we have it. The boxes are ready for the bee packages. Thanks for watching and be blessed.